Good afternoon, folks. Today I am going to show you a large motorhome priced at gilevich.eng L9. We have arrived at the MAXUS car dealership. It is a subsidiary of the automotive giant SAIC. Make yourself comfortable, brew yourself something tasty, and I will try to surprise you. Let's begin. Let's quickly run through the exterior. Under the hood is a 2-liter turbo diesel engine with 178 horsepower. It features a simplified autopilot, lane keeping and cruise control, meaning it maintains speed and stays in the lane. There's a LiDAR, parking lights, additional cameras, and a built-in video recorder. The handle is standard. And here is the fuel tank. Central lock, power windows. It's all entirely plastic. Well, it seems to be assembled quite well. The dashboard is entirely plastic. Some kind of storage. The adjustments are manual. I can raise myself up, and I can also turn around. Yes, everything is manual here. Everything here is old-fashioned, nothing special. It even reminds me of a BMW 3 Series. A small screen. As I said, there are no special tricks here, but everything works. There is a map, a simplified autopilot, and here we have an ashtray. There's no head-up display. All the buttons on the steering wheel are physical. This is not leather. It's faux leather. The driver has 2 armrests. The material is not leather. It's perforated faux leather, and surprisingly, of quite good quality. There are 2 prices for this RV. The remaining models from 2023 that have not been sold are priced at $58,000, while the 2025 model will cost $62,000. But there is a difference between them. The 23rd year model does not have massage, ventilation, or front heating, while the 25th year model does. The 23 model has a 14 kilowatt-hour total battery for the motorhome, while the 25 model has 35, which is significant. The passenger on the right can turn inward if desired. The curtains close on both sides. A display that shows the rear camera. If the driver wants to sit down at the table, unfortunately it is not possible to turn around completely due to the steering wheel. Let's quickly run through the outside. Window 1, window 2. See, it's dark. It's the toilet window. It's just a table. Here we have shelves, drawer, a shelf with the water supply, a shelf below. The car has 2 additional options that were not included in the prices I mentioned. These are air suspension, $3,000, if desired, and a gas stove. It costs $1,000. Right now, it's empty here, but it comes out like this. Let me show you this now. By the way, this is for clean water. And now it's just beautiful. The toilet waste, also locked, so that no one steals your precious case. We take it out, and if it's very heavy, we can do like this. By the way, when it fills up, there will be a signal to let you know it's time to clean it. On the lock. Here is a large compartment for items, suitcases, and anything else you want. 2 windows, 2 exhaust outlets, and a battery charging port. Just a reminder that in the 2023 model, a 14 kilowatt-hour battery costs $58,000. In the 2025 model, a 35 kilowatt-hour battery costs $62,000. 3 ways to charge the battery. Either you drive up to a charging station with a hose, or you drive and it charges on the go. There's also a solar panel on top that charges it with sunlight. 3 cameras at different angles, 360 degrees. Not only that, but with the smartphone app, since there is always a connection to the car and the car has a battery, you can always see the image from the cameras right on your phone. There are 3 cameras at the back, 3 cameras on the right as well as on the left, 2 cameras in the front plus additional lighting. Here there's a nice little lighting feature. In the settings, you can configure it so that when you approach the door with a key, whether it's a key fob or an app on your smartphone, the car recognizes you, turns on the lights, and you can open the door without a key just by having your smartphone nearby. In general, this is the strength of the Chinese today. In terms of intellect and electronics, they have simply taken off to another planet. The car looks quite old-fashioned from the outside, but it has this feature with the app. You approach, don't carry a key with you. Just come with your phone, the lock's open, and in the app, you see not only the cameras, and you can also see the tire pressure, how much diesel is left, and how many kilometers it will last, what the battery charge is. In other words, it's ultra-modern for the year 2025. Let's go inside. The side step slides out. Nice. Slides in. Slides out. Garbage. There's a shade here. There's foam rubber here since it is a new car. The handle will be this color. Look, it's harder to close than to open because there's a motor that helps with opening. It's a pretty heavy door. I can't say it's very hard to close, but opening it is really great. It opens by itself. Look. This is what the interior looks like. From the other side, I'm showing you, I'm sitting on the bed. Above the bed on the ceiling, there's a projector. I wonder whose it is. XG-me. Well, it's their well-known Chinese brand. And, as I understand it, this is the projector screen. Yes, you can watch movies. And I fold it in the same way. At the entrance above, there is a carbon dioxide sensor and a smoke detector. There is a mosquito net at the front door. Here is the control panel for all the electricity. Lights, hot water, outlets, music, refrigerator. In short, all the electrics are here. We turn it on and off. Here is a small screen. We can always observe what is around the car. Hooks, a 220-volt socket. Remote for the exhaust, remote for climate control. Here, the water can be hot or cold. This is a small tap. Your slippers and shoes will be here. And here is a place for a water bottle. See the hose for it? The material is the same as on the front. I was surprised by the quality of the artificial leather, but the tailoring isn't very good. Here, take a look. Not so great, right? There are flaws. The wooden table is height adjustable. There are cup holders. They covered this with the same material here too. Listen, it's very smooth faux leather. Wood. Well, I'm impressed. I don't see any bare plastic anywhere here. Either faux leather or wood. Cool. Tinted glass. I can close it like this. I can lower the screen against mosquitoes. Do I have... Yes, I have seatbelts here. Look, there are niches under the table and elastic bands that prevent things from moving around. It's the same here. Speakers from the JBL. Okay, you got it, right? There's an air conditioner above. This is a refrigerator. And a freezer. The speaker is not only on the left, but also on the right. You can connect via Bluetooth from your smartphone and stream music. The car has Wi-Fi. Sleeping area, toilet, kitchen. Here are some niches. More niches. And even more niches. By the way, that's not good, see? We're hitting the mirror. Something needs to be stuck here. It's strange they haven't thought of it yet. A design flaw. The tap turns. Here's the stove. And the sink. The table folds out. Yes, it should fold out. Like this. We latch it here. We lower it in the same way if desired. One more drawer. And the microwave is here. Under the bed, there is a washing machine. Touch button. Light bulbs. In the washroom. The washing machine does not have a drying function. so they installed a clothesline in the washroom. And here you can make hot air, which will simply dry faster. The sink. Here is a dark window. Here, as I understand it, there is another internal lamp with a mirror. There are 2 places to store your bathroom accessories. There are locks so that nothing falls out. Toilet. More niches. Sofa. The material of the sofa could be better. Well, let's check the bed. 187 centimeters tall. With my height, I barely have enough space. It's a tight fit. Yes, I fit, but I probably have a couple of centimeters in front of my feet and a centimeter behind my head. I understand that the length of this sleeping area is about 190 centimeters. Keep that in mind. Under this mattress, I won't lift it. There are tons of wooden niches. Everything opens and closes. You can fit a lot of things. You can fit the whole wardrobe, really. I've already checked. So, here I have a mosquito net, just like there. Either I close it completely, or I use a dark window. Touch button. 1 outlet. There's another speaker here. Look, there are niches again near the bed. There is a power outlet and a table. And it has the same system as there. You can do it like this. So you will have some privacy. Here, as you understand, you can simply remove it if you don't like the color, and sew something that you like. The ladder can be pulled out and hidden there if you're not there. For my height, there's more space here than there. I have about 15 centimeters of space over my head and another 5 centimeters at my feet. That is 20 centimeters of space, and as far as I understand, the total length of the bed is about 2 meters 10 centimeters. Well, maybe a little less. And I would say that the mattress is quite soft. No questions about the mattress. I can close up. Look, I have a niche here. And if I turn my head this way, there's a niche here too, and a light bulb. Here I have a mosquito net. There's a window, and the same over there. And there's one on top. Well, let's climb out. Yes, they weren't lying after all. The solar panels are in place. The exhaust fan. If anyone has heard the joke about Hong Kong apartments, this is pretty much the same thing. And an apartment of this size, if it's in the downtown, can cost a couple of $1 million in a very old building. There is another option, the third and last one. $1,500. It is an electronic stabilizer. You arrive at the campsite and want the car not to shake when someone is running around or during the night. You press the button. The stabilizer is installed at the bottom. You press the button, the legs extend, and that's it. The vehicle stands steadily. Here's another option for an off-road motorhome. That means you can drive higher up somewhere to a more remote location. Give it some likes. If it gets enough, I'll film this one too. Why did I review it? The thing is, I am currently looking for a motorhome for my family. And I will tell you, the Chinese are also very surprised by their prices in this area. You have to admit, $62,000 for a 2025 motorhome is pretty cool. Really cool. The manager says that soon, possibly by the fall, they will release a hybrid motorhome, also under the MAXUS brand, but it will be more expensive. So as soon as they call me, I will come and film it for sure. Thank you for your attention. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. See you again soon.